Hello, beautiful people. How are you today? How has your week been? I know. It can be great. It has its ups and downs, but whatever it is, we are grateful and we keep moving on. This is a new day. We grace it with joy. As you go into today, don't let anyone steal your joy, okay? That being said, let's go into the agenda for today. To start today off, I will start by sharing a story. In the course of my job hunting, I had a couple of interviews here, which is a normal thing. One question I was asked during that interview, or one of the interviews, was this: do you prefer to work in a small facility or in a bigger facility? Of course, has everybody, they're not going to answer that question the same way because we're all different. We have what we want, what we prefer. Okay, for me, this was how I addressed that question. I told them the size of a facility is irrelevant to me compared to the atmosphere of that facility. In other words, a facility can be small, but it can be toxic, big, toxic, and vice versa. That being said, I will be talking about toxicity in a workplace, starting with our leadership. If you are a leader, or those of our leaders, I will crave your indulgence today to please minimize to the barest minimum every toxicity that you think is emanating from you. You're the one causing it. Drop it totally if you can. Change completely if you can. But to my leaders, be you a supervisor, be you manager, director, whoever you are in leadership, let's minimize toxicity. Yes, I've been saying toxicity. Some people say, what is this? What is she really talking about? Generally speaking, toxicity in a workplace is an unconducive environment in a workplace. But I was just looking at the definition and I'll just read it out. It said it's a negative workplace characterized by harmful behaviors, poor communication, lack of respect, undermining employees' well-being, morale, and productivity, often through micromanagement, favoritism, bullying, excessive stress, and poor work-life balance, creating a psychological unsafe atmosphere. If you look at this definition, it boils down to it's people causing it. And if people can make a decision to change, that will be to a large extent eradicated, if I'm making sense. For example, you are a manager. Let's use this example. You're going to work right now, right? You're going to work. Today is Friday, and the month will be coming to an end soon. You start going through the work people have done, or you look at stuff. You find an error. It's not a time to bring your sledgehammer. Oh yeah, let us hammer. Who is the person that did? Can you please, this new year, change your strategy and go beyond that person? Go beyond that employee and re-educate everyone under you. How about we try that? I worked in a facility that every tiny mistake, insignificant, they've written you up. Everything. I don't know if they get award for writing people up. So please change your strategy, because this will not help the colleague thrive. It will not help employee thrive. They won't want to take up new opportunities, new job challenge, new positions, call it anything you want to call it. So change your strategy. Also, to add to that, to my employees, also have attitude of gratitude. I worked in a facility where I was talking to my manager and I said, can you please try to show some gratitude? So my point is this: as a leader, that energy you put in to find faults in what people are doing, to look for mistakes, to text and email them, also use that same energy, that same effort to look into where they are doing well and appreciate them as well. Also, if you're even finding an error, make it a constructive criticism. Use it as an avenue to teach them. Like I said earlier, it makes more sense that way. All right, now let's move forward. You're going out there today. Please, please, and please, if you say last year was your year of calling for carrying negativity, like carrying anywhere you go, that atmosphere must be toxic. You must come. Please, this year, let's change that attitude. Come on. Everyone have what they are going through. They come to work, don't add to whatever thing they are going. Let's make the place a better place. If you do your own little part where you are, and I do mine where I am, the place will be, the workplace will be a better place. It may not be perfect, but it will be better. Again, my leaders, try to minimize the toxicity in the workplace. Try to reduce the toxicity, do favoritism, unnecessary favoritism. Let's minimize it. Let's stop it. Currently, I work in a place where I have never done bone marrow aspiration, except during my internship and schooling when I saw it. If certain places where I worked had asked me, would you like to train doing a bone marrow? I would say no. But where I work with those that, not like one don't make mistake, but I admire the way they handle things, the way they teach. When they make mistake, they acknowledge their mistake. When a suggestion is made by their subordinate and it's going to be implemented, they accept it, they implement, they come back to you and say, thank you very much, we have implemented that stuff you told us about. I was being asked a couple of weeks ago, so person got a job somewhere, so person will be leaving us, and we want to know if you'd be interested in training in this department for this. I said, absolutely. And I was trained for the first time yesterday. I was on a bone marrow all by myself. My leaders, they were like, you're doing great, you go do it. And I was so confident. Why? There was no outer of fear. There was no agitation whatsoever. Why? Because of the kind of leaders I work with. If there's any challenge, respectfully, it is being corrected. If you're always bringing your sledgehammer, people will not want to take up new responsibility. There will be no room for growth in that organization. So to recap, toxicity in the workplace is a workplace that is not conducive. And many a times, the leadership, apart from the leadership, they are the key people in this. And how do they carry this? Through lack of attitude of gratitude. No, a colleague of mine said, all I need is just thank you. That's all I need from them. So as you go about your daily activity, this new season, as a leader, as a new leader, upcoming leader, old leaders, re-strategize how you relate with people. Use mistakes as teaching avenue and not a time to threaten. people. Also learn to appreciate when someone does something right. The way you put the effort in to pick up faults, put that same effort to pick up the nice things they've done and appreciate them for it. It gives them opportunity to grow. That being said, I hope this helps us as we go about our day. Have a splendid day. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful time.